Good evening to all of you. Hi, hello. Okay, so it's just 6 o'clock, 6:0263. So we'll start in 4 or 5 minutes. In the meantime, you just revise everything that we discussed yesterday. Okay. And yesterday I gave one question as homework. So many of you were able to solve it yesterday itself. So you gave answer. So those who are not able to solve right then I hope you must have tried it in the night. Okay, yes, correct answer. 1 minute. Okay, so those who solved it yesterday, just tell me the answer. Capital R by 10. Yes, correct. Okay, so answer is capital R by 10. Okay, now so let me discuss this question, then we will proceed with the new topic. Okay, so let's start. So already 61 students are there, so let's start. Okay, so question was like this. There was a big solid sphere, okay, of radius r, and this solid sphere is splitted into 1,000 small identical spheres. So there are identical small spheres. Let me take their radius as small r. And how many such spheres are there? 1,000. Okay. So these 1,000 spheres are being made from this big sphere. So I have to find the radius of this small sphere in terms of what? Capital R. Okay. So again, process was very simple. These spheres, these 1,000 spheres are made from this big sphere. So volume of this big sphere must be equal to volume of these 1,000 spheres. So I will simply write 1,000 into volume of a small sphere. Volume of one small sphere into 1,000 becomes what? Volume of a big sphere. Now after that we have to just do the calculation. Okay, so 1,000 as it is, and volume of sphere is given by 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, now radius for small sphere is a small r, so 4 by 3 pi small r cube equals volume of big sphere. For big sphere radius is what? Capital R. So I will write 4 by 3 pi capital R cube. Now 4 by 3 pi gets cancelled. Acha, 1,000 is 10 cube. Okay, 1,000 is what? 10 cube. I am explaining it, just writing it from the beginning. So 1,000 can be written as what? 10 cube. 10 into 10, 100. 100 into 10 becomes what? 1,000. So I can write 1,000 as what? 10 cube into small r cube equals what? Capital R cube. Here we have 10 cube into small r cube equals what? Capital R cube. So I can write it as what? 10r whole cube equals what? Capital R cube. Now see, here you can see powers are same. When powers are same, people say that we can cancel power. So basically either you cancel power, or when powers are same, you can compare bases also. Okay, so 10 small r cube equal 10 small r cube equals capital R cube. So either you take cube root on both sides or simply compare the bases. So if I compare base, 10 small r must be equal to capital R. Small r equals capital R by 10. Okay, so now this concept, or not concept, this mathematics that I discussed it will be useful in 2-3 chapters where a big sphere will be divided into multiple small spheres. We have to write the radius of a small resulting sphere into what? Terms of big sphere. Acha, try to think in opposite manner. Suppose if I say that multiple small spheres, they combine to become a big sphere, process will be same or different? If I give you radius of small spheres, multiple small spheres combine and they become a big sphere. I want to write the radius of big sphere in terms of small sphere. Should I follow the same process? Yes. Why? Here you are splitting big into what? Small. I am going to do opposite. I am combining small into what? Big. But mathematical logic will be what? Same. So you can write it also. Right. After copying it, write if multiple small spheres, combine means come together. If multiple small spheres combine together to form a big sphere, multiple small spheres combine together to form a big sphere, same mathematical approach should be followed. Same mathematical approach should be followed. Okay. Now, in surface area and volume, I will ask one last question. Think carefully and answer. Then we will start new topic today. Okay. In surface area volume over, we are going to start something new. Before that, I am going to ask one question. Try to answer it very carefully. Okay. So question is, I have a solid sphere. Okay. This is how solid sphere looks like. Okay. Radius of solid sphere is what? 2 r. I am cutting it into two half. Cut it into two identical half. Okay. So I am cutting this solid sphere into two identical half. Let me take this lower portion. Okay. So if I take this lower portion, this is what we get. Okay. This is hemisphere. This is a hemisphere. So from a solid sphere, I am making a solid hemisphere. Okay. Radius still remains what? Same. You have to tell me two results. What will be volume and what will be surface area? Okay. So answer both parts. From solid sphere, I am making a hemisphere. Radius remains what? Same. You have to tell me volume and surface area. Think carefully. Volume is correct. Volume, there won't be any problem. Surface area, you have to think carefully. Surface area, someone has given correct answer. Okay, volume, okay. Now, let's start. Volume will be very simple. See, this sphere is half of this sphere. So, definitely, the volume that it is going to acquire will be half of volume of sphere. For sphere, what is volume? 4/3 pi capital R cube. If I divide it by 2, 4/2 becomes what? 2. So, volume will be 2/3 pi capital R cube. Now, coming to surface area. Now, in surface area, you have to consider two things. In surface area, there will be this curved part, okay, and there will be this circular part, plain or circular part. Suppose you are having a watermelon. Initially, watermelon looks what? Green. But when you cut it into two parts, this is green colored part and there is a red circular part, okay. Red circular part is what? Circle. And what is formula of area of circle? Pi r squared. So formula of area of circle will be what? Pi r squared. And this curved part is half of sphere. This curved part is what? Half of a sphere. So what will be area of this curved part? Half of surface area of a sphere. Surface area of a sphere is what? 4 pi r squared divided by 2. So what we are going to get? What? 2 pi r squared. So for curved part, surface area is 2 pi r squared, and there will be what? A circular part whose area is pi r squared. So when you add 2 pi r squared plus pi r squared, answer will be what? 3 pi r squared. Okay. So anyone having confusion in this? If you have confusion, just take this example. You are having a watermelon. Initially, watermelon looks what? Green. When you cut it into two half, now if you take one half, now curved part is half of sphere. Curved part is half of sphere, and red part is what? Circular. So total surface area will be what? Half of sphere plus surface area of red part. Okay. So answer will be what? Answer will be 3 pi r squared. Okay, I'm repeating it once more. When you cut a sphere, you will have this curved part which is half of solid sphere. Then you will have this new exposed part, okay, which is in form of circle. Formula of area of circle is pi r squared. Formula of this area of curved part is half of surface area of a sphere. For a sphere, answer is 4 pi r squared divided by 2 becomes what? 2 pi r squared. So 4 pi r squared, 2 pi r squared plus pi r squared. What I got? 3 pi r squared. Okay. Now we'll continue. We'll discuss something new. Okay. So let's start. Now we are going to discuss some new things. Now we are going to discuss graphs. Okay. In physics, almost in every chapter we are going to have usage of graphs. Okay. So as we are going to have usage of graph, if we are having pre-idea regarding graph, so during the discussion of chapter the things becomes easy for us. Okay. So we are going to discuss graph. First I will tell you few prerequisite things related to graph. Okay. So there is one trigonometric ratio, tan theta. Value of tan will be used in today's discussion. So first of all, let me give you values of tan theta, all the important values. Okay. So see, first of all, remember tan 0 degree is what? 0. Okay. Next, tan 30 degree is 1 by root 3. Okay. Next, tan 45 degree is 1. Tan 60 degree will be what? Tan 60 is going to be equal to what? Root 3. Okay. Now tan 90 is not required. Now see one thing. Up to your 10th standard, you take trigonometric ratio. 90 not required, so I'm not writing. You take trigonometric ratio only up to 90 degree. Only up to what angle? 90 degree. Okay. But now we are going to discuss tan theta value after 90 degree also. Okay. So after 90 degree we have one angle, tan 120 degree. Tan 120 degree. Okay. Now value of tan 120 degree is minus root 3. You have to take it as it is. Okay. Acha, why only 90? Well, in our discussion, 90 degree not required. You can write tan 90. Tan 90 is infinite, or you call it undefined. So tan 120 degrees minus root 3. Next is tan. Next comes tan 135 degree. Okay. Tan 135 degree is minus 1. Next comes tan 150 degree. Tan 150 degree is minus 1 by root 3. And last comes tan 180 degree. Tan 180 degree is what? 0. Now from here we will understand one thing. See, all these angles 0, 30, 45, 60. They are less than 90. They are what? Less than 90. Such angles are acute angles. Now, if I have acute angle. If I have acute angle means angle is more than or equal to 0 degree but less than 90 degree. So if angle is acute, if you see all the results, every result is positive. Okay, 0 or positive. 1 by root 3, 1, root 3, all the results are what? Positive. So when angle is acute, tan theta is positive. Tan theta is what? Positive. Now here you see I have taken angles more than 90 degree and up to what? 80 degree. So these angles are called as obtuse angles. So when angles are obtuse, you can see values of tan theta is what? Negative. Okay, minus root 3, minus 1, minus 1 by root 3 and so on. Okay, so when angle is more than 90 degree, less than or equal to what? 180 degree, you can see that tan theta is negative. So we just need to know the nature. We just need to see how, why it is coming. That will be taught to you in trigonometry. Okay, today in my discussion there is a requirement of value of tan theta. So my overall point of telling this concept is that if angle is acute, if it is lying between 0 and 90, value of tan theta will be what? Positive. And if angle is obtuse, that is between 90 and 180, value of tan theta will be what? Negative. That is going to be required in the discussion or in the graph that I am going to discuss. How this is negative, how this is positive, that is something related to trigonometry. We are not going there. I need these, so I just told you. Write it. Someone is again saying why negative. Okay, so again I said I need these values. Okay, I need these values in graph, so I just told you their value. Okay, why they are negative, that will be taught to you in trigonometry section. That will also be taught. That will be next week. Next week. Okay, so trigonometry will be next week. Next week you will be having calculus, differentiation and integration. So next week you will have calculus. So is it clear? Now I am going to write few tan theta. You have to just tell me positive or negative. Okay, I am going to write few values of tan. You have to just tell me positive or negative. Standard values I have taken, but I have told you if angle lies between 90 and 180, negative. If angle lies between 0 and 90, value will be what? Positive. Okay, now you have to just tell me positive, negative. Tan 23 degree. Tan 23 degree. Positive. Why? Between 0 and 90. Tan 99 degree. Tan 99 degree. Positive, negative. Tan 99 degree. It is going to be what? Negative. More than 90, less than what? 180. Okay. Tan 127 degree. Tan 127 degree. Positive, negative. This is also what? Negative. Okay. This is also negative. Now, see this. Alpha. Tan alpha. Positive or negative? Tell me. Tan alpha. Positive or negative? Positive. It looks like which angle? Acute angle. It looks less than what? 90. What is tan alpha? Positive. Okay. Beta. Tan beta. Tan beta, positive or negative? Negative. Beta looks definitely more than what? 90 degree. So this is what? Obtuse. So what is tan beta? Negative. Okay. So nature of tan, is it clear? When will be tan theta? It is not 120. It could be any angle. It is not clear whether it is 120 or 125. So nature is clear that when tan is 0, when angle is between 0 to 90, what is tan theta? Positive. When angle is from 90 to 180, what is tan theta? Negative. So I hope this concept is what? Clear. Okay. Now we are going to discuss what? Next topic, next thing in which this tan will be required. Okay. So let's write slope of a line. Slope of a line. Okay. Now see one thing. This is y-axis. This is x-axis. Okay. X-axis, y-axis. This surface or this plane is called as xy plane. Okay. Or you can also call it coordinate system, xy coordinate system. Now, there is any line in xy plane. So slope is some property of line. Slope is some property of line. What is meant by slope? We will understand. Let me randomly draw any line. So I have drawn this line. This line is intersecting what? X-axis. Okay. Now, wherever line intersect x-axis, what you do, see the angle between line and right direction of x-axis or positive direction of x-axis. Okay, see the line and see the x-axis, find the angle between line and right direction of what? X-axis. So let's say this angle is what? Theta. This angle is what? Theta. When you take tan of this angle, this tan is called as slope of line. So slope is denoted by letter small m. So for our understanding, slope is denoted by which letter? M. And what is the formula of slope of line? Tan theta. Tan theta. Remember, theta should be angle between line and right direction of x-axis. Theta should be angle between line and right direction of what? X-axis. So what is formula of slope? Tan theta. Acha, see, as per my drawing, is this theta positive or negative? Sorry, is this theta acute or obtuse? As per my drawing, theta is what? Acute. So tan theta will be what? Positive. Tan theta will be what? Positive. As theta is positive, slope will be, tan theta is acute. As theta is acute, slope will be what? Positive. So what is the slope of this line? M is used for slope. So what is slope of this line? Positive or negative? What is slope of this line? Positive. Okay. So slope of this line is positive. So again, what is formula of slope? Tan theta. Theta should be angle between. Theta should be angle between line and positive direction of what? X-axis. Okay. Now this is done. Now I am going to draw one more figure. You have to tell me slope. Okay. You have to tell me nature of slope, whether it is positive or negative. Is it completed? This completed? Okay. Now, see, x, y. Okay. Now, this is my line. Slope is positive or negative? Slope is positive or negative? Slope is positive, negative. Yes, negative. Question is how? Everyone see. Theta should be angle between line and right direction of x-axis. Which direction? Right. Okay. This is right direction of x-axis. This is what? Line. Now I need angle. Okay. So I must take this angle. Okay. This angle. Clearly, this angle is what? Obtuse. Okay. This angle is what? Obtuse. So I will write slope. Okay. Slope, which is what? M, which is tan theta. As this theta is obtuse, tan theta will be what? Negative. Slope of this line is what? Negative. Write it. So now, can you distinguish between two lines which have positive slope and which have negative slope? Now I hope you can do distinction between two lines which have positive slope and negative slope. Okay. Now I am showing my hand gesture. What is positive slope? This is positive slope line. This is a line of what slope? Positive. Okay. And this is a line of what slope? Negative. So this is a line of positive slope. This is a line of which slope? Negative. Okay. Clear? Now let's go for one more case. Okay. Everyone answer this case. Acha, before that you tell me, if two lines are parallel, what is angle between them? If two lines are parallel, what is angle between them? 0 or 180? I am asking some question, you are answering something. If two lines are parallel, what is angle between them? 0 or 180? Either 0 or 180, doesn't matter. Okay. Now see, I am drawing this line. This line is parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis. Okay. Acha, if this line is parallel to x-axis, it makes what angle? Theta is 0 with what? X-axis. Formula of slope M is tan theta. What is theta here? 0. So tan 0 becomes what? 0. So what is slope of this line? 0. Okay. So what is slope of line parallel to what? X-axis? 0. What is slope of line parallel to x-axis? 0. Clear? Now, I am going to give you one question. You have to find slope first. Okay? Clear? So, my question, I am telling you, slope can be positive, slope can be negative, slope can be 0. So, write it. Right? Slope can be positive, negative, and 0. Slope can be positive, negative, and 0. Slope can be positive, negative, and 0. Now, everyone first try this question. Easy. Question is like this. X, Y. Okay. This is line number 1. Okay. This is line number 2. Line number 1, line number 2. This angle is 30 degree. This angle is also 30 degree. Okay. For line number 1, slope is M1. For line number 2, slope is M2. Find both M1 and M2. Find M1 and M2. There are two lines. Line number 1, line number 2. Find M1 and M2. For first line, slope is M1. For second line, slope is M2. Find M1 and M2. Okay. Now let's see. M is tan theta. Again, theta should be angle between line and right direction of x-axis. First line is making what angle with right direction of x-axis? 30. So what is slope of first line? Tan 30. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. That I already told. Next, Again, slope for second line is tan theta. Second line is making what angle with x-axis? See, second line makes what angle with x-axis? 30 plus 30. 30 plus 30 becomes what? 60. You have to take angle with what? Angle with which axis? Angle with which axis? Positive or right direction of x-axis. So angle is what? 60. So tan 60 degree. Tan 60 is what? Root 3. So slope of first line is 1 by root 3. Slope of second line is what? 1 by root 3. Okay. Now, everyone do next question. Okay, is it clear? Right, next one. Simple question. This is line. This is 60 degree. Slope of the line is m. Find slope of the line x, y. Find slope of the line value. Aryan Anand, root 3 is wrong. Root 3 is wrong. Yes. Snehita Reddy is answering correct. Yes. Are I told you value of tan 120 na. Are in the beginning I told you these values. Are if line intersect, what matters? Whether line intersecting or not, they will cut x-axis na. Now I am teaching you slope at this time. When they intersect, we will discuss. Okay, let's start. We have to take angle between line and right direction of x-axis and right direction of x-axis. So I have to take this angle theta. Okay, for slope, theta plus 60 is 180 because linear pair. So theta plus 60 equals what? 180. 60 goes here. Theta is 180 minus 60. How much? 120 degree. Now I need slope. What is formula of slope? Tan theta. So m is tan 120 degree. Tan 120 today I taught. What is value? Minus root 3. Okay. So now we got this. Okay. Done up to here? Clear? So slope clear or not? Okay. Slope clear? Slope is tan theta. Theta should be taken with what? Right direction or positive direction of what? X-axis. Okay. Now we will continue in graph. Okay. Now let's write equation of straight line. Equation of a straight line. Now we are going to write the equation of straight line. Okay. So let's understand how what form of equation we are going to use. Okay. So see, there are many forms of equation, but we are going to discuss that form of equation which is easy and which will be helpful for us. Okay. So equation that we are going to use is y equals mx plus c. Y equals mx plus c. Here y means y variable, x means x variable. Here m means what? Slope. M means slope. And c means y axis intersection. Y means y axis intersection point. C means y axis intersection point. Some people also call it y intercept. What is meaning of all these things? Now we are going to discuss. So whenever any equation in any form is written, I will always convert equation in this form. Okay. If equation is given to me in any other form, I will always make equation in this form. Okay. Y should be alone on one side and everything else should be on other side. Okay, now we have to make equation in this form. If equation comes in this form, then how to draw, what is meaning, that we will discuss later on. Okay, so when we are able to convert equation in this form, y should be alone on one side, everything else should be on what, another side. Okay, everything, example I'm going to take, everything else should be on another side. Okay, coefficient of x is called as slope of line, and the constant term is called as y-axis intersection point. What is its meaning, that we are going to discuss, okay, later on. First of all, let me write a direct equation for you. Okay, suppose equation is y equals 4x plus 5. Okay, this equation is directly matching with this form. So if I ask what is slope value, slope is m. What is slope here? What is slope here? 4. Good. What is value of c here? What is value of c here? 5. Meaning of c we are going to discuss later on. Okay, now in this question I have already given you equation in this form. Let's have another form. Okay, so let's say question is like this: minus 4x plus 2y plus 8 equals 0. Okay, here question is find m and c. I want to find m and c in the beginning. Okay, so I want to find the value of m and c. Equation is not in y equals mx plus c form. So first of all, I will convert it into mx plus c form. Okay, so y should be alone on one side. Okay, so keep 2y on left hand side. Okay, now take minus 4x here. When you take minus 4x here, you got 4x. When you take plus 8 on the right side, you got what? Minus 8. But see, y is alone here. Y is alone here. Y do not have any coefficient. So whatever is coefficient of y, bring it on the other side. So what I got? Y equals 4x minus 8 by what? 2. Now bring these two separately below both term. So I got final equation y equals 4 by 2x minus 8 by 2. Simplify. 4 by 2 becomes what? 2. X minus 4. Now this is our desired form. Now I can simply compare. What is coefficient of x here? 2. What is coefficient of x here? 2, which is slope. So slope m is going to be what? 2. What is written in the place of c? Acha, c is plus 4 or minus 4? C, in the place of c, plus 4 is written or minus 4 is written? Minus 4. So c is what? Minus 4. So first thing that I taught you is to draw the graph of a straight line. To draw the graph of a straight line, irrespective of in which form it is given. In which form it is given, you should always bring it in which form? Y equals mx plus c. Y equals mx plus c. Y should be alone on one side, everything should be on another side, and coefficient of y should be 1. So first of all you write, then I will give you one question to convert given equation in this form, then we will understand how to draw. In next question I will explain. Okay, so this completed. One more question I am going to give you. Okay, you have to make y on one side, everything else on another side. So let me give you simple question. Question is 12x minus 4y plus 20 equals 0. Find M and C. Find M and C. Someone is saying to repeat it. I will re-explain using this question. First to try. You have to bring y alone on one side, everything else on another side. Let me see the responses. Sandhya Rani. No, it is one answer is wrong. Nah. Correct. Both are correct. Slope is 3. Sandhya Rani, it is correct. Okay. M3C5. Okay. Acha, see. You have to bring y on one side, not necessarily on left. You can keep it on right also. There is no compulsory to keep y on left. Y should be alone on one side. It could be either on right or left. So see, I am keeping 12x and 20 on left. 12x plus 20. Okay. I am taking minus 4 on another side. When I take minus 4y on another side, it becomes what? 4y. But I need to make y alone. So bring this 4 here in denominator. So I got 12x plus 20 by 4 equals what? Y. Now I will bring 12 separately below each term. 12 by 4x plus 20 by 4 equals what? Y. Now you can write the final equation. 12 by 4, how much? 3. 12 by 5, how much? 12 by 4, 5. So I got 3x plus 5 equals what? Y. Now y equals mx plus c. So what is m here? 3. What is c here? 5. So no need of necessarily keeping y on left. You can keep y on left, y on right, but y should be alone. Everything else should be on another side. So how to find M and C? Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone how to find M and C? Now I will tell you how to guess the equation of given line, or how to draw line if equation is given. Okay, how to draw line when equation is given. Let's try to understand. Okay, so let's understand. Just someone was asking to re-explain. Is it now clear? Someone was asking to re-explain. I said that in next question I will re-explain. Is it now clear? Someone was asking. Those who said repeat, re-explain. Okay, I got. Okay. Now let's go for it. Okay. Now see, y equals mx plus c. Okay. M is, how do you derive the, that is a form. Okay, let's not go there. M means slope. Slope meaning you have. Okay. C means y axis intersection point. Okay, or you also call it y intercept. Now let me draw few equations and tell you the value. X, y. Okay, now if I draw this kind of line, my first question, positive slope or negative slope? I told you it is making acute angle. Positive slope or negative slope? Positive slope or negative slope? Angle with right direction of x is what? Acute. So here first I will write m as what? Positive. Okay, now understand. See, when we draw line, it cuts somewhere on y-axis. Is it cutting above origin? Yes. So this length is called as C. Means the intersection point on y is called as C. Intersection of the line or intersection point on y-axis is what called as what? C. Now line is cutting above origin. Above origin y is a positive. Above origin y is what? A positive. So here C will be what? Positive. Now again understand, M means slope. Slope we very well know. What is meant by C? Y-axis intersection point. So if line cuts y-axis above origin, C will be what? Positive. If it cuts below origin, C will be negative. I will show you how. First of all, you write this case. This clear? Okay. Now let's go for this case. Simple. X, Y. Okay. I draw like this. Angle theta acute. Angle theta with x-axis made by line is what? Acute. So slope will be what? Positive. Slope will be positive. Now again understand, it is cutting y-axis below origin. So y-axis intersection point is below origin. So this C value on y, is it positive or negative? C is going to be what? Negative. Okay. So now I hope you understood meaning of both terms. So what two quantities are required to draw any line? Not any line, almost every line. Its slope and its y-axis intersection point. Its slope and y-axis intersection point. Now I am going to test one thing. Let's see who answers correct. This is my line x, y. For this line, you have to tell me M, you have to tell me C. What is M? Acha, y negative. Arey bhai, at origin y is 0. Above origin you have positive values of y. Below origin you have negative values. Okay. What is M? M is positive. M is what? Positive. Line is passing from origin. Line is passing from origin. So neither it is cutting above origin nor below origin. At origin, x and y both are 0. So y will also be what? 0. So C will be what? 0. C will be 0. Clear up to here? So if I give you any line, can you just tell me its M and C value, nature? Now if I give you any line, can you M and C nature? Nature of M, nature of C? Yes. Let's go for it. Completed? Let's go for this question. Y, X, Y. M, C. M. Someone is saying M positive. No, M is not positive. Arey, M is negative. Arey, C. Which kind of angle? Which kind of angle? Acute or obtuse? Which kind of angle? Acute na, obtuse na. For obtuse angle, what is slope? Negative. Now, line is cutting y-axis above origin. Line is cutting y-axis above origin. Whenever line cuts y-axis above origin, y-axis intersection point is what? Positive. Okay. So C is positive. Acha, someone is having some confusion regarding C. So let me tell you. I don't know how you don't know this basic thing in coordinate. At origin, what is C? What is y value? 0. Whenever you give above origin, y everywhere is what? Positive. Whenever you go below origin, y everywhere is what? Negative. Write it. Okay. Next line, I need M and C value. Next line, M and C value, you have to tell me. Is it clear? Passing from origin. M, C. M value, C value. M. M is negative, C is 0. Yes. M is negative, C is 0. Nah, M is not positive, bhaiya. M is not positive. M is negative. C. Line x-axis. Line makes how much angle with right direction of x-axis? Obtuse. Line makes what kind of angle with right direction of x-axis? Obtuse. So M is negative. M is negative. C. Line is passing from origin. At origin, Y value is what? 0. So C is what? 0. C is 0. So now, still if anyone is having little bit doubt regarding M and C, last case of M and C I am giving you. After that, we will solve question. Okay? See. X, Y. M and C. M and C. Nana, Snehita, M is not positive. Arey bhai, M is not positive. Both are negative. Yes. M is negative, C is also negative. Arey C. Line makes what kind of angle with right direction of x-axis? Obtuse. Line makes what kind of angle with right direction of x-axis? Obtuse. Line makes obtuse angle with x-axis. So M will be negative. M will be negative. Line is cutting y-axis below origin. So this C will also be what? Negative. Okay. So C is also negative. C is also negative. Now, let me give question in reverse. Okay. Everyone write question. Now, by giving line, I am asking you to find M and C. Now, I will give you M and C and ask you to draw line. Okay. Draw a line with M positive and C also positive. Okay. Take 1 minute and draw and match whether your answer is matching with mine or not. Draw a line with M positive and C also positive. Exam on Sunday, I also, no, I'm not very sure because only physics and chemistry lectures are going on. So if there will be any exam, it will be based on physics, chemistry only, okay? Someone is asking, will there be exam or not? So I'm not very sure about exam. Botany, geology has not, is not started yet. So if there will be exam, it will be based on physics, chemistry. Okay. Someone is saying there will not be exam. Okay, I think someone has already inquired. So someone is saying that there won't be exam. Okay, now I am going to draw for you. So first of all, tell me, positive slope. Tell me, should I draw first kind of line or should I draw second kind of line? Help me. For positive slope, should I draw first kind of line or second kind of line? First or second? First or second? Fast. Yes, first. Because here slope is positive. This is giving you which kind of slope? Negative. Second. C is positive. C is positive. So should I cut the line above origin or below origin? C is positive, so I should cut the line above origin or below origin? Above. So I should make a line passing above origin and something like this. Okay, so line will be like this. How many of you got this? I hope many of you must got it. Okay, clear? Done. Now let's try to understand how to draw general equation. Okay, question: y equals minus 3x plus 6. Y equals minus 3x plus 6. Who will tell me m value? What is m value? Compare it with mx plus c. What is m value? Minus 3. What is c value? Plus 6. Okay. So slope positive. Sorry, negative. Slope negative. C positive. Okay. So I have to draw a line of negative slope and positive intercept. So my first question: should I draw first kind of line or second kind of line for negative slope? Fast. Should I draw first kind of line or second kind of line for negative slope? First or second? Good. Second kind, because this is positive slope. Okay. Next, y-axis intersection point is positive. Y-axis intersection point is what? Positive. Okay. So my line should be cutting y-axis above origin and it should look like this. So is it correct equation or not? Okay. So now just tell me, if I give you any equation, as I say, any equation means any equation, can you convert any linear equation into this form or not? If I give you any equation, can you convert linear equation in this form? Y equals mx plus c? Yes. Just by looking at the value of m and c, can you draw approximate how the line is going to look like? Yes. So this is the process of drawing any straight line. Okay. So now someone was, see, when I'm teaching something, when I'm telling you something, I do not use very fancy words. Someone was telling the name of this form. Okay. Is it anyhow possible that I don't know the name of this form? I don't use the term for this name. Its name is slope intercept form. Okay. But if I use these fancy words, you will get confused in name and all. Okay. So we should understand each and everything, whether we know name or not, doesn't matter. So when I write this equation, y equals mx plus c, it is called as slope. C is called as intercept form. Okay. But I have a better name for it. Why to call it intercept? Should I not call it y-intercept form? So what should be a proper name for this line, for this form? Slope y-intercept form. Slope y-intercept form. Okay. So process is simple. If I give you any equation, you can convert it into y equals mx plus c and do the question. Okay. So let's do one question. Very simple. Very simple. Question is minus 8x plus 2y minus 10 equals 0. Draw the line. Draw the line. First step is make y equals mx plus c form. Draw the line. Everyone start writing, drawing. I will do in the end. Draw the line. Y equals, minus 8x plus 2y minus 10 equals 0. Everyone draw the line. When you are done, just tell me yes, no. Okay, let's do. Let's send these two negative term on right. So 2y equals 8x plus 10. Divide by 2. Time is less, so I am doing faster. 8 by 2 4, 10 by 2 5. So I got 4. So what is M? 4, positive. What is C? 5. This is also positive. Slope positive, C also what? Positive. So let me draw like this. Y, X, like, sorry, X, Y, like this. Is it clear? So last statement. Irrespective of any equation is given, what will I do first? I will always convert the equation in which form? Y equals mx plus c. Irrespective of what equation is given, I will always convert the equation in which form? Y equals mx plus c. After converting it into y equals mx plus c, what I will do? I will see slope, I will see y-axis intersection point. Based on that, I will draw the line. Okay, that is all for today. Enjoy, have a great day, and just practice and just revise and reread all the things.